G'day traders, happy Friday. It's Jimmy Trades here for your Friday analysis. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, please sub to the channel. The channel continues to expand, which is amazing. Keeps growing every day, so thank you for your continued support. I wouldn't be here without you. Remember to please like the video and also turn on that notification bell. It's worth mentioning that right now you can get 20% off my funded futures expert plans. You can have up to 2 purchases using that 20% off. Obviously using code Jimmy will give you that deal right now. Keeping in mind as well, Apex also has 85% off of all evals and $85 PA activation fees right now for another few days. So fill your bags with those evals, guys, using code Jimmy as always for the best value discount. All right, let's go over to the calendar. We always start there. That's how we start every day. And no news. No news. Very quiet week. If we just have a quick look at next week as well, just to give you a heads up. How do we do that way? There we go. Next week is identical to this week, just news on Thursday. So keeping our patience again for next week by the looks of it. Anyway, let's continue to focus on today. No news, remaining patient, but hopefully a day to grab an opportunity. Let's move over to the charts. So yesterday there's the sale promotion that I was talking about from My Funded Futures. Okay. Over here on the charts, I took an L yesterday on 6E. We'll have a quick look at that, break that down. So hopefully everyone can get some learnings out of it, including myself. And also, guys, please go and check out my unicorn video if you haven't already. I'll leave a link in the video here somewhere. It'll pop up probably at the top right of the screen or something like that. So check that out. All right, so yesterday we were unable to reach these highs. We have an SMT with ES at the highs here, so a bearish SMT. What we'll notice is that price respected the bearish order block here, and also was unable to close above Wednesday's high, so we closed back inside of Wednesday's range. So what I'll be looking at for today, if price does continue to expand higher, do we reach the 50% of yesterday's wick high and frame a reversal off of that? Okay, I'm anticipating price to move lower today. We essentially have relative equal lows through here for a draw on liquidity. So looking for a bearish bias today. If we drop down to the hourly, so the hourly is a little conflicted right now. We have a bearish change in the state of delivery. We also have the SMT right through here. We also have a bullish change in the state of delivery. So price is right now, it's stuck between PD arrays. We can see that price respected the bearish FEG here. It was unable to close through, respecting the bearish change in the state of delivery. Then price has printed a bullish change in the state of delivery as well. So we see that here with displacement through this leg. Price has then come down and respected this level. And is now pushed up into an hourly bearish FEG and is respecting that. Now, if we look at this range, price has reached up into a premium. So we have reached into a premium. Of this dealing range. Can we expect or anticipate price to move lower from here? Well, we did also respect this bearish PD array. This imbalance pushed down, and then we've done the same here. Are we going to continue to push through here? The telling sign will be if we can actually get a close through this bullish change in the state of delivery and continue lower. So I'm a little bit neutral on the hourly at the moment. We do have the SMT, which is confluence to price running lower. We are respecting bearish PD arrays. We are stuck between two changes in the state of delivery, bearish and a bullish. We are at the midpoint of the range. If we hover around here, then we might be able to look for a position lower. I prefer to wait for the extreme of the range, something like that. Or we can have a look at the lower time frame and see what the Asia and London range have delivered today, and then use those ranges to frame a entry. So neutral at the moment on the hourly. If a bearish setup was to form because I have a bearish bias, then I would likely take that. Let's have a look at ES. So out on the daily, so we have ES taking the Monday high, new all-time high, unable to close above Wednesday's high, like NQ, and close back inside of Wednesday's range. Now, are we looking at a consolidation with a Thursday reversal type profile, like the weekly profile? Definitely potential for that. And then we can also watch for price to respect the 50% level of previous day's wick and see if we can get a reversal from there. Moving down to the hourly. Here is our S&T. ES making a higher high. NQ did not. We do have a bullish change in the state of delivery here. And if we ran our projections off this level, we've pretty much achieved our objective here. So the -4 was very close. We could say that objective is complete there. And we are now looking at price respecting various PD arrays, these imbalances here on ES. So I'll be watching for price, see if we can get price to move lower. Once we hit this level, if we do move to this level, obviously this will be an area of interest to watch for price to react to or disrespect. Similar to NQ, but coming from all-time highs, sweep of the external, coming down and respecting these bearish PD arrays, leaning more on the bearish side. So on the 15-minute, I'm just going to clear that up, and then we'll have a look here. We do have a bearish unicorn. So here's our stop hunt, lowest down close candle. We have displacement through the breaker, and then price respecting the breaker. That's also our change in the state of delivery on the 15-minute. So we're looking at, Asia consolidation, London manipulation, and then distribution for New York session. Some AMD potentially, maybe something like this. We've got the London low and the Asia low unmitigated, so some targets for our draw on liquidity, again respecting these bearish imbalances as well. We have a manipulation leg here, potentially a 15-minute unicorn here as well. It's currently setting up, potential for that to happen here if we get this displacement. And we can see that if we run our projections here, that this initial low here is a good target. It lines up with the -2. So these equal lows could be our draw. Okay, so we've got smooth edges here, manipulation, potential draw on liquidity.
Gives you the power of AI to build the website you need.
All right, let's move on. So let's go bearish, move over to CL. With CL as well, guys, and we might actually have a quick look at that contract rollover. Let's grab that chart up. Okay, over on barchart.com, let's go over to energies, close that ad, thank you very much. And let's have a look at oil. So if you just click on oil on the contract, and we'll be able to see. So the current volume is now higher on the December contract. So we're now working from the CLZ24. Okay, volume has decreased and it's flipped overnight because volume going into market yesterday was still higher on CLX. So we're now working from CLZ. Okay, so if you use the continuous contract, it's not a big issue. The executions will happen on the correct contract. So if you do trade the contract, the monthly contract, then you want to be on CLZ. Okay, let's get rid of that. All right. So I've been with a bullish bias all week because we've been working from this bullish FEG, except for Monday I had bearish bias from memory. So once we pushed into this bullish FEG, you can see prices continue to respect that. But we have also been consolidating. We've been unable to close above the previous day high, okay, on each occasion here. Now today we've actually already swept previous day high. So there's potential we might actually move lower here. If we do, I'm really going to want to see price come lower and respect the 50% level of yesterday's wick low for price to continue higher. All right, so we are moving out of this bullish FEG, therefore I will have a bullish bias. We really have seen, it's just ranging price. There's nothing decisive about what's happening here. What I will note is that when we came into the range, since we created this low, we've been unable to close below that low on each occasion that we've tried, and we've had quite a strong reaction each time. We do have relative equal highs here, and if we run our projections from this sweep, that manipulation leg, we do have the -2 to -2.5 aligned with our low resistance liquidity. Do we have a change in the state of delivery? We do have displacement here through this leg. If it was to be changing the state of delivery, it would be this level. And at the moment, at the time of recording this video, we are potentially disrespecting that change in the state of delivery. So indecisive on the hourly for oil. So I'll be running with bullish bias today. If a opportunity presents, then I will look to execute that. If we do get a bullish setup, or if we get a bearish change in the state of delivery, then I'll have to reassess. But there's certainly nothing decisive about oil right now. Okay, moving over to Euro futures. So we had a bearish bias coming into New York Open yesterday. We were looking for price to reach this low. Price had continued to sell off, and the reason we framed the idea of moving to that low was price disrespected or mitigated this bullish imbalance. So the volume, the FVG was closed through. Price then continued lower and reached our swing low here. That low also aligned with a bullish FVG. So an area that I find to be quite a strong level for us to be able to frame a reversal. Now, so that was looking for bullish after coming into New York Open and sweeping the low there. Then I was able to say, okay, my bias is complete. I'm now going to look for bullish price action. Looking at today's position, then I also am looking for bullish price action. We have this imbalance here to look for price to reach up towards. If we drop down to the hourly, so this was the candle here that swept the daily swing low. So that was an area where we could then start looking on a lower time frame for an opportunity. We'll get down to the 5 minute and have a look at the entry that I took yesterday in a moment. We'll just continue to look at today's potential. We're just still pushing down here. We do have this, I don't like to call this a change in the state of delivery, and the reason I don't is because we haven't changed the state of delivery. We're still in a bearish trend. So we're not changing the state of delivery, but we do have a bearish order block here that was displaced through, and price has come up and is respecting this level at the moment, also respecting this bearish FEG. Now we do see that we have a change in the state of delivery here. My apologies, I had it at this level earlier when I was having a look. And the reason I've chosen this level is because we expanded lower here to an important level. And then this is the first moment in time where we get a change in trend. So we have this displacement through this level here. So we can see we're currently respecting the bullish change in the state of delivery. So it will be interesting to see if that's able to hold and we can actually get a push away here. And then we're going to have to also mitigate this order block and also this bearish FVG. So 6C's got a bit of work to do to show some bullish intention, but we are looking at a potential reversal here. Let's drop down to the 5 minute. We can have a look at this trade yesterday, so we already know why we had the bias we did, because we reached and completed our bias, so we were able to then look for bullish price action. So then once we reach that location, we have our breakup, we have our stop hunt, and quite clear displacement. There was no hesitation here from price to move through the breaker. It did it in the first two candles. It displaced and closed through. So at that moment in time, I was more than confident in taking this position. I set my limit order at the top of the breaker and my stop loss below the breaker, and then I was targeting 2R. But my initial position was to take off at this level here. I was happy to look for price to reach these equal highs and just take my profits. Unfortunately, price didn't agree with me, and it came back, stopped me out before pushing higher, but never really getting to where we wanted it to. Getting a 1R at the most, and price still has not reached those highs, has it? No, it still hasn't reached those highs, so this could be a good level for New York. We've got equal highs, or smooth edges, and then again we also have that with the London high still open here. The price has put in equal lows at the London low as well. So let's just watch this space. Alright, let's have a look at gold. I'm going to wrap it up after gold, guys. Today I'm just going to finish up a little bit earlier. Let's move out to the daily. Gold's cracking on. Gold has continued to crack on today. We've had continued expansion. So we've got Tuesday low of the week. So there is potential here for TGIF. So if you think about the weekly candle, we have open, low, high, close. So essentially that would be your weekly candle body, and these would be the wicks. Okay, so that's how you would look at the weekly profile. This would be expansion, a classic buy week, and I've done it from the wrong level there, but you get the concept. It was actually from Monday here. So from open, low, high, close, so the same thing applies. This is not an area I would look to be longing. This is all-time highs. We've swept a daily high, and we've expanded right from the get-go today. That's not somewhere I'd be looking to long. If I was going to do anything, I'd be waiting for a bearish setup or be sitting on my hands. So there's definitely potential for TGIF on gold today. If we look at the hourly, it's just going to be a nice uptrend. We can see that. What we are potentially setting up for, if price has a willingness to do so, is if we can get price to do something like that, or if we see that, then we would have a bearish unicorn, so setting up for the reversal. But right now, price is just respecting bullish PD arrays as it continues its climb higher. So not interested in longing gold at the moment. I think if you go down to the 5 minute, you can see that we're in a bullish FEG there on the hourly, and I saw in the Discord that there were some guys who took this London session long, which is, you know, it's a very nice trade, very nice trade. So well done to anyone who grabbed that. Let me know in the comments if you were able to take some green from this trade. So very nice trade here on gold. You get a close through. You'd have to be pretty quick with your order. You get a close through right here, and then you get filled straight away, and price comfortably reached to I would probably put my stop below this low here because it's so close to the breaker, which didn't matter anyway, easily reached target. So it was a very nice London session trade. So I'm not going to say bearish, I'm not going to say, I'm just going to sit neutral on gold until we see, if we do see this reversal start to happen here on the hourly. There's even potential for it to happen here on the 15 minute with this series of down close candles if we get a sweep higher. Okay, let's wrap it up there, guys. Thank you for another strong week. One trade this week for me so far, one loss. We'll see if we can make some ground up today and go into the weekend strong. Have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy your Friday session. I hope you do well. Remember, please leave comments. I will always answer them. I appreciate the interaction. Make sure you grab those MFF evals, 20% off right now till the 19th. So you've only got a short window to grab those evals. So definitely worth it. I've got a couple of expert accounts myself. They're a great eval to have, a great function when you move to funded as well. So definitely look into grabbing those, and of course your Apex evals as well. Alright guys, remember to sub, like the video, turn on the notifications, and please go and check out the unicorn video if you haven't done so. Alright, take care, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.